Everybody is talking about AI slop, hallucinations, vibe coding, and while companies and businesses are pushing hard for developers to adopt AI, the developers themselves often remain quite skeptical. And I completely get why. AI can write terrible code, even with the current top tier models, and we also all know these kinds of stories where AI broke some code, where AI deleted a production DB along with all the backups. But AI can also really improve the quality of your code. And yes, there are really large code bases with, multiple teams working on them. These are usually a little bit different, so they usually have quite good code quality, otherwise it wouldn't be possible to grow these code bases to that point in the first place. Because in these large companies, you often have a lot of corporate conventions, rules, guidelines. So if you're building a banking app, for example, then there will hopefully be guardrails for security, for user privacy, and so on. That's just by the nature of the business. But I'm talking about the average code bases here. As some of you know, I've been a freelance developer for quite a while, so I've really experienced a lot of very different production code bases. I've also reviewed well over 1,000 pull requests from about 100 to 200 different Android and KMP developers who have joined our mentorship program. So I'd say I have a pretty good understanding of the average repository's code quality. Some are better, some are worse. But out of all the small to medium sized code bases I've seen, out of all the people I've worked with, from juniors to seniors to lead developers, there was always something any professional engineer would consider important that was, however, skipped in these code bases. To give you an example, writing test cases and achieving at least, let's say, 80% coverage. Who of you is really doing that? I'd say 70% of the code bases I've seen had no tests at all, and another 20% only a very low coverage. Only, I would say, 10% were really disciplined and consistent about testing. Or what about documentation? How much of the average codebase is really well documented? Nobody wants to do that, it's boring as f***. But the moment you are stuck or experience weird behavior, you are happy about any bit of documentation you can find. Then what about consistency of coding practices? Having a consistent architecture, having consistent conventions for how you do things. While most professional codebases have that, these also usually aged quite a bit over time. So you'll likely find some modules sticking to practice A because that's how we did things back then, and some other modules sticking to more modern practices. You'll find some parts use XML, some parts compose, some parts RxJava, some parts maybe Kotlin flows, and so on. And don't get me wrong, it's completely normal that it works like that, because such larger migrations to migrate one library in a whole project to another one are a ton of effort without really coming with an instant gain for the business. So in the end, every code base ages over time. But if we could minimize that, we'd do it, right? And most of this you nowadays get almost for free with AI. There are zero excuses to not establish consistent practices in a code base. AI will give you slop as long as you don't put proper guardrails around it. It will hallucinate as long as you don't properly manage your context usage. It will break things as long as you don't have proper quality and verification gates. But if you actually work with AI in a controlled environment, having detailed specification, without putting it in a loop, hoping that it builds a full project for you without needing any interaction, then the output can actually be really good. Will it be perfect? No. Can you accept it without review? No. Will there be bugs? Of course, just like there will be bugs in human-written code. But you have to stop thinking about AI-based code generation as one thing. That code is either written by an AI or by a human. But you can actually have the best of both worlds. You can use AI for what it's best at, and you can keep the human side of things for what we're best at. Also, there is a huge difference between a vibe coder who just chats a bit with the AI about what's wrong and then hopes for the best, and on the other hand, having AI tools integrated into a professional environment with professional developers, real quality gates, real CI pipelines. So AI won't make every single code base better, but when used correctly in the right setting, it can definitely improve the average code base out there. And since I actually haven't yet talked much about all the strategies and workflows that I stick to here, I will host a completely free and live online workshop about AI-first app development on Sunday this week, so June 21st. So in that workshop, I will talk about things like choosing the right agent harness, picking the right workflow for the right task, which skills become extremely important in future, but also how you should actually approach the next years mentally and optimistically. There won't be any recording, it's just a one-time workshop, it will be live, but it will be completely free. On the link below this video, you can register for free, and then I'll see you in the workshop. Thanks for watching, see you back in the next video, have an amazing rest of your week, bye bye.